How you guys doing? What's going on? I just want to say happy November the 1st. Guess what? We almost finished. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We are here November 2020. Guess what? Next week, we will know who will be the next or who will be number 46. You know what I mean? Ain't it so exciting? What are you guys going to do for November the 3rd? Listen, I know I'm supposed to be on a diet, but I'm thinking about ordering a pizza. Like, nah, let me stop, But we got some interesting topics. The tea is still low this weekend. I think everybody is just out here having a good time, even though they need to be at home, right? But they out here having a good time doing Halloween. So trick or treat to all of y'all. Hopefully y'all getting all them snacks that y'all want. Okay, so hey, I see you guys in the comment section. What's going on, Chocolate London? Yeah, so I don't have any agents with me today, but I'm still recruiting for agents, for co-hosts that can talk to me about some of these hot topics. So if you're still interested, feel free to email me right here. Bam, there we go. Email me your inquiry if you're interested in co-hosting with me. Talking about some hot topics. All right, so let's get back to business and let's just give a big congrats. Go ahead, Keke. Keke, girl, yes, indeed. She got herself a Caucasian man, and I ain't mad at her. And he looked good too. Yes, he did. He fine as a mother sucker, but people gotta say some negative stuff about her. So I'm gonna play some of these clips right here. Check this out. Go ahead, Keke. She put this video up. Go ahead. Yeah. Do you see Keke's facial expression? I don't know if she's high or not. She seemed like she seemed like she's so cool and mellow. She seemed like, hey, you know what I mean? So she says rare footage of me in the process of becoming randomly, okay, someone I trust because I struggle with. I can't see it because it's, somebody written over. But anyway, this is some of her clips that she's out. Let's put this up here. It says Twitter shading Keke Palmer for kissing a Caucasian guy, her boyfriend. Okay, this is her boyfriend. And you know what? I get tired of y'all always want to shade my girl Keke. Y'all don't be shading that Tory. He got random girls he don't even know exploiting that body over there on that Instagram, shaking that damn rump. I went over there just to take a sneak peek. I was so applaud, but y'all promote that and y'all got no problem with that. But when Keke, she's doing stuff right. This is her boyfriend. She's just showing a little affection. Y'all got a problem with it? Screw y'all. Go ahead, Keke, So this is her boo. And I think he's very handsome. So let's look at here. I'm going to turn this audio off. Here we go. So we saw that clip before. This is a picture. So I'm happy she feels more comfortable with coming out and letting us know her boo, I'm happy for her. Okay, so that's the full footage you guys can see there. Go ahead, Keke. And I want to know, out there in the world, if you ever dated outside your race, please press 1. Let's see. I know I have, and I will again, and I will again and again. If you've dated or had a relationship outside your race, press 1. Let's see, But let's go here. This is the horrible stuff. We can skip this over, but people are saying not a Caucasian man. If you march for lives of black men, but not loving on a black man, then you ain't black. Miss me with that, because you can be very anti-black and you can still be in a relationship with a black person. So no, that does not define how you feel about the black movement. You can be very pro-black and still date outside your race. So bump me with all that propaganda. You can do this, but you can't do that. You can't define nobody. If somebody identifies as pro-black and they're dating outside their race, or they're married outside the race, then hey, they pro-black and they're dating or they married outside their race. You can't change that. Who are you to be the dictator? Child, miss me with the bull crap, and stop allowing these people to box y'all in a box and dictate what you can do and what you can't do. Child, please. So anyway, Keke Palmer contaminating herself with male people. This just disgusting. This really is. Oh, I get it now. You decided to trick instead of a treat. So y'all need to go. The fact that she's with a Caucasian man and focus on the fact that she is sharing something about her mental health that's probably was hard to share in the first place. All right. Oh man, not Keke. Man, not Keke. Yes, Keke. And you should be happy if you really care about Keke, if you really care about somebody, you should be happy about their happiness. You know, that person is not going around popping them in her foots. I've never heard of him putting a pause on her. When I be seeing her on them social media, she seemed very bubbly, live, full of life, enjoying herself. The girl is bad. She's so talented. She's not out here smoking on that smoke. She's not out here on sugar boogers. She's not out here twerking like Sukiyana or doing all this other stuff that these other girls are doing. So, child, bye. I'm happy for you, girl. Okay? All right. I only date outside my race. So let me see. Okay, so we got some ones. You know, I have to come back up here to see. We got some ones. We got some ones. Keke is a young queen. Like, why be mad? Go where you feel loved. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with people? Why do y'all think that people have an issue when, you know, I guess people, how can I phrase it? Because it's just not African American people. You know, you got some Indians, they have issues with Indians dating outside of Indians. You got some Latinos got an issue. So it's not just the African American issue, you know. Maybe we're just being so used to being segregated, you know, and we are at a pivot in the world where we're becoming more diverse in the inclusion of different people with different backgrounds and different religions. And before, this world was made up and it was so segregated, and they, you know, they had wars, girl. Yeah, they had wars based on people different religions. So it was so many religious wars. People got taken out of this earth because you didn't believe how I believed, or you don't look like how I look like, and you don't think I'm superior than you. All this bull crap that don't mean nothing. So, you know, I think that it's just tearing down this tradition mindset and just really loving people that love you. Being with people that see you for who you are and appreciate you. And it doesn't need to be the same ethnicity as you. Don't need to be the same, you know. Hey, if you're American and you want to date somebody from Canada, then so be it. You know, you don't have to stick with Americans and shit. You know what I mean? If you American, you want to date somebody, you know, Africa or Italy, you know what I mean? So let's keep on going here. This can't be the new man you was telling us about. So clap back is, I really don't get how y'all don't have this energy under the comments of the many Black men who date outside their race. Just congratulations and go off. And if we want to stick up with, you know, African American, now this is what they say, okay? They say that African American men are 2 to 3 times likely more to date outside their race than Black women. They say Black women, child, they are very sticking to the movement. They are loyal to their Black men. And people are saying, you know, Black women need to get out of that. They need to be open-minded to date outside their race, so they can find some love and happiness. They said because Black women are so, you know, segregated when it comes to dating outside their race, that they don't have a good pool of men to pick from. Their pickings is very small because, some black men is up in the piles. And some black men got the sweet meat, child. And then some black men don't want to date black women. And a lot of black women that are educated, their black counterparts are not going to school. They're not bettering themselves. So the pickings are very small. And they said, listen, y'all going to have to start opening your mind. They say it's a whole bunch of Indians, Asians, Latinos, Caucasians, all these races and ethnicities that's very interested in dating black girls. But it seemed like the black girls is really not open-minded to dating all those other ethnicities, So, what y'all think about that? Gigi, leave it alone. All right. Because I choose my best happiness. Here, a new video with the white guy. All right. So I'm not attracted to Caucasian men, but more power to them. All right. So it is what it is. So let's keep on going here. Oh, that's her. Give me 1 second. So people just had a lot of comments to say, but we can look on the sidebar. It says, not our business. I personally think black women should give Caucasian men a try. They'd be surprised. I'm a brother, but I've known a few white men that treat a sister like a queen. All right. Amen to that. Back in Boston, we have a lot of fine, successful Italians. So go ahead with your Italian, I know they can cook too, So let that girl be. Black men stay dating wanting black women to date in their race. Meanwhile, they don't even wanting us for real. Bye. All right. I'm looking in the comment section, our comment section. I'm Hispanic. My husband is black. You love for you love. I know that's right, boo. I'm for you. More power to you. Christine, tell me the area. Italian men are cute. I have some. All right. So they want black women to stay mules in the community while they have fun and date out. All right. Well, I did read this too. I don't know if y'all know this, but they said because black men, they have more power when it comes to black on black relationships, just because for a black man, they have so many options, right? They have a big pool of black women to choose from. And then they're open-minded. They're 2 to 3 times more likely to date outside their race. So they have the girls outside because they're open-minded to dating outside. So people are saying because they have so many options, they know, well, shoot, I can always go to the next thing, right? And they were saying for black girls, because they're so limited that, they tend to stick around in bull crap relationships because it's like, well, damn, if I ain't gonna make it with this black man, then, it's not much out there for me to choose from. You know what I mean? So they said because of that, that means that the black man has more power in shifting how the relationship goes. That's why you see a lot of girls that will bend in the relationship. You see a lot of girls that do some things they don't really want to do in a relationship, but to keep this black man, they're willing to do it. And these black men knew that, well, who else you gonna go to? Well, this what I want, this what I need. Now, come on, you're gonna have to make it work now. Now, that's just what I heard. So anyway, let's go here. She's been dating him since last year. While people finding out now, that's her business anyway. Date who she want. I know that's right. So I'm looking at Christine. Oh, it's the North End area. Okay, she giving y'all the hookup. Okay, please like this video. We are begging for likes once again tonight. Please like this video. So, because T is low, so I gotta have to try to draw this thing out, right? So before we go to Monique, I went to different websites, right, to see what they were saying, right? So where did I go here? Okay, so this website right here, it says why black men date, why black women date white men. And I guess, or why do black men have a problem that black women date white men? Anyway, I found a comment. Okay, now this comment said this. They said, as a black man, I don't see anything wrong with black sisters dating outside their race. A lot of black men do not hesitate in dating outside of their race. So why is it a problem for a black woman to do the same? Question mark. I've tried. I'm tired of seeing my beautiful, loving, successful black women living the single life while still desiring a man. It's nothing wrong with desiring a man as a black man as your first preference, but be open-minded, as there could be a man that is not black who will love you and respect you. Okay. I will say this also. If you do decide to date a Caucasian man, please be able to distinguish a Caucasian man that loves you for yourself versus one that's, fetishized, damn. Like have you as a fetish. Don't you know how he have those girls as a fetish on his social media? Don't you know how Blueface and all these rappers have these girls as a fetish, and they want to talk about the bodies, and they want this big rump and want these lips, and they want to do. Yeah, a lot of them, they do it as fetishes. So he was just saying, make sure the Caucasian men don't try to be like the rapper dudes and see you as a fetish, pretty much. If his main reason is for liking you is for physical, lips, hips, all that, then he may not be the one. But if he loves your personality or has common interests, then he may be the one. All right. So, hey, that was just an insight. So let's go ahead over here. Because like I said, I was just looking for shit, right? So I'm going to, Winnie, she speaks on, diverse relationships, interracial relationships. I'm going to hide it just so I won't get in trouble. So listen what she had to say about it. Check this out.
Raised in a home by a single black woman. My mom and my father, my whole life, have had an amazing relationship. They raised me separately, but cordially. In this time of my mom being single, I obviously met a lot of her boyfriends, and they were multiracial. She dated black guys, she dated white guys. So I think for me, it was something that I was taught that, all people are equal and everyone deserves love. I've personally dated outside of my race. I've dated black guys, I've dated white guys. And I don't think those aspects of them altered what went right or wrong in our relationships. I think whatever our disputes were happened to do with the type of person that I am and the type of person that he was as a person, not as a race.
Was it easier or harder dating interracially or not?
No, because I think everything is an education. I think, the main thing is hair. I think, first of all, black men have a problem with learning these things as well. You have to learn that, I have a beautiful wig on right now, but you're going to wake up with me with a bonnet, right? So, I think all these things are just an educational thing, whether it be race, whether it be men versus women, whether it be whatever it is, all these things just have to do with education.
All right. So I agree with her. She said all I got to do with education. And I do hear that a lot of black women, the issue with dating men outside their race, they say they don't want to educate the men about their hair texture, about being in a pool and things of that nature. What y'all think about that? And hold on. I'm going to have to get me a new chair because you hear all this goddamn squeaking. I'm trying to sit still just so I won't hear a goddamn squeak. But if you hear the squeaking, it's just this damn chair, okay? All right. Well, hold on. All right, let's give a big thank you to Blessed Golden Gal donating $15. She said, Gigi, I'm so sorry I checked out. Please forgive me. I love watching you. I was worried about my Christianity and gossip. Do you think it's okay? If so, I'm down. Well, you know what? When it comes to your personal belief, I can't answer that for you. You know, you have to make peace with that. I know of many religions, gossip is not seen to be good, you know. If it's not gospel for the word, if it's anything dealing with worldly things, then of course, if it's not glorifying, you know, your religion, then a lot of religion people will see, no, you should not do it. But I can't answer that for you. That's something you have to take up with you. You have to pray about it and see what God tells you, you know. But I can't answer that for you, babe. But I love you. But you know, everybody got their thing. So let's go up here because we got some more. Because like I said, I was just looking and trying to see and figure some things out. So this group of ladies, they said this. She says, Black women here, I don't care who dates who. It's not my business. The issue is when they talk negative about Black women as the justification that just showing people how you feel about yourself. Okay. And the same goes vice versa. So basically, they're saying, you know, that listen, it's just when Black men get with these Caucasian women and they down and they diss Black women and they say, well, the reason why I'm with this Caucasian girl because the I'm sorry, because you know, Black girls have such attitudes, or the Black girls doing this and the Black girls doing that, just like Lil Wayne. How Lil Wayne, a lot of times he would diss a Black girl and then uplift a Caucasian girl or girls outside of his race. Yeah, that's what people are saying in the comment section. They don't care who you date. Just you don't have to dish your own in order to uplift anybody else up. And how do y'all feel about that? Lil Wayne out here talking about he cares for the Black community, yet he always degrading Black women to uplift other women outside of his race. So I don't even know what type of plan or that contract he got, but I'm sure y'all need to go look at it. Okay. So let's go here. I think I did. Oh, okay. So this was the lady I found on internet, right? And she gives us the reasons. She said these are the reasons why Black women don't date white men, right? So I'm gonna put it up here so you can just hear the audio, so I won't get in trouble. I'm looking in the comment section real quick. Golden, your journey is your journey. Religious people are extremely judgmental. Not exactly. He is so wrong. All right. So let me go here. Now, her first reason was that she's afraid the Caucasian man is gonna see her as like something freaky, you know, like a Black China, or they gonna see her like, you know, a girl just to get off on, you know, and she doesn't want to be fetishized about. And I think like this. I think black men would see you as some freaky shit, just like Tory with that damn show he got. He got all those Black girls on there shaking that rump, all these men about some. Yeah, let me see your behind. Do you got a behind like your sisters? Let me see. All that is you know, I cannot say that damn F word. What is it called? Fantasizing, fetish and shit. Fetish, okay? That's all that is doing and exploiting a girl's body. A lot of these rappers do, so shit. But anyway, let me play bits and pieces of her video.
A lot about interracial dating and interracial relationships, as far as a Black woman being in a relationship with a white guy, or, you know, whatever have you, or sexualized. We're more than just a novelty. I feel like that's something that a lot of people believe is on a lot of white guys' bucket list, or like a checklist, you know, oh, screw a Black chick. You know, I mean, like, no, it's more than that. We're a lot.
Okay, so she talks about she fears that Caucasian men or men outside Black race will only just want her to have a checklist to say, hey, I've experienced a Black girl before. I did a do with a Black girl, and just check her off. And she fears that she'll become a check off, and she does not want to be a check off. All right.
For white guys, because they don't want to just be, some sort of story that he tells his college buddies, or whatever, like, oh, I had a romp with a Black chick, or oh my God, I slept with a Black chick and it was this, it was that. We want to be more than just a story or a novelty. We want to be, valued in every sense of the word. Cultural differences. We're afraid of, things that come along with being a Black American, certain customs and traditions that we have. We're afraid of them not necessarily getting it, or, being disrespectful in any way or whatever, like cultural differences, namely being, a big one is our hair, we're afraid that he's not going to understand natural hair, wigs, weaves, sew-ins, all of that. He's going to ask a lot of questions that maybe we're not prepared to answer. Then they put us in an awkward, position, like, oh, why do you guys do this? Or why do you guys eat this? Why do you guys say this? Or, just.
All right. So all it goes what Wendy was saying, or what's her name? Wendy, the model chick. It's education, People don't want to educate about the hair. I think it's just real simple just to say, listen, all right, I got kinky hair. I got 4C hair. And what happens is when I get up in that water, my hair will convert and it will poof up. And I got tender head, okay? So when I have to comb and brush my hair out, it's going to take a long time. It's not no quick shift in a jiffy. And I don't want to go through all that. That's why I may need X, Y, and Z, I would just say just educate the person, especially if they're worth it. If there's a person that you can see you can spend your time with, somebody that care about you, anybody that care about you and love you, it's going to have the willingness to understand. They're going to be patient to understand and to get it. And I think it would just draw you guys in more closer, Sure, I like, things with opposite attracts, honestly, But anyway, let's go to Monique. Comment, let us know what you guys think about. And what was your experience like? I know some of you guys said you guys did date outside your race. Please put in the comment section, tell us a story, because we love to read a story. What was it like? Okay. I know my first time dating a Caucasian man. When I tell you he looked like Justin Timberlake, he was fine, girl. Okay. He had a pickup truck too. And honestly, I messed this situation up because I wasn't ready for something serious. And I didn't realize that the Caucasian, I've dated a few. Okay. I dated like 4 or 5 Caucasian men in my life. And all of them, they were very serious. Like they take the shit very serious. They want to introduce you. They got their family and friends. They're very much on time. Most of the time, they come pick me up, but I was running late. I guess I wasn't used to motherfuckers pick me up on time. And they listened, like they was listening to me, you know what I mean? And actually listen and talk back more so. Because, sometimes you can be with somebody watching Netflix and you think, or you guys are talking, they're really not paying your ass attention, but they're paying you attention, but they're really not, because they really can't recite what you said and really go into detail and, bring you to a higher level. But anyway, I wasn't ready for them. They were very serious. It was a good experience. I fucked them up all the time. I messed it up. It was on me. So anyway, let's go here. I'm looking in the comment section. Where do these men she date? My husband paid every bill, but he was mentally, oh my goodness, I'm sorry about that, with the N-word. My experience was not good. We still married but separated. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. I've never been called the N-word by somebody outside my race. I'm trying to think. Have I ever been called the N-word by somebody outside my race? Nah. Nope. Gigi was wondering, is it true that you're going to be? No, I'm not being on shit. What the fuck? No, I don't do reality TV shows. I don't do the internet. I don't want to be a celebrity. So that's false. I didn't know you was live, boo. Yeah, I'm live exactly same as me. She should have never left. All right. So this story right here with Monique, she is speaking out about Whoopi Goldberg. I guess Whoopi Goldberg told her that Sydney is not a good fit for her. He's going to mess up a whole bunch of her deals. And Whoopi said, Monique, get rid of Sydney. So Claudia is having an interview, and pretty much let's play.
Touch upon it before we move on to the Hollywood stuff about Whitney Houston. About Whoopi Goldberg telling you it's your husband and suggesting, kind of recommending that you should leave your husband and your career will take off or would help your career. I remember we had a conversation about this. Can you talk about that a little bit? And do you get that often? And how does that make you feel, Sydney? I would like to know from both of you, like, how does that make you feel?
You want to take it first, baby?
Okay.
I was heartbroken that day in her dressing room, personally, because I was watching our icon and our legend be scared. And when people took what I said about Whoopi as if I was shading her or if I was trying to throw whatever the children say, tea or mess, no, what I was saying.
Touch upon it before we move on to the Hollywood stuff.
What I was saying was, as I was looking into her eyes, as she said to me, it's your husband, you got to get rid of your husband. And I said, Whoopi, my husband negotiated the biggest deals I've had in my career, along with our attorney, Ricky Anderson, 2 Black men. And she went dead silent. And then she said, listen, you better stop worrying about that little girl coming behind you. And you better worry about you. And at that moment, I knew Whoopi Goldberg wasn't worried about me because I'm the little girl coming behind her. So when I got that, I understood it was a place of fear. She wasn't trying to hurt my feelings. She wasn't, but it's like, listen, what you can't do, Monique, is go against the grain. You can't go against this machine. And because your husband is a proud Black man and he wants answers that they cannot give, you need to let him go. That's what that Black woman was saying to me about my husband, who happens to be my manager. And that what I was saying was, as I was looking into her eyes, as she said to me, it's your husband, you got to get rid of your husband. And I said, Whoopi, my husband negotiated the biggest deals I've had in my career, along with our attorney, Ricky Anderson, 2 Black men. And she went dead silent. And then she said, listen, you better stop worrying about that little girl coming behind you. And you better worry about you. And that was painful to stand there and listen to this woman say that to me.
And do you think that she was, and I'm thinking she was, as best she could, you think she was really thinking she was coming from a place of, I'm just trying to look out, like I'm trying to give you the heads up of what I think would help you?
Yes, but the same thing Whoopi Goldberg said is the same thing Tyler Perry said, is the same thing Lee Daniels said. They all had a feeling of, I'm just trying to look out. You don't, I'm sorry, baby.
No.
Sydney, how do you feel that people seem to try to blame you for anything that goes awry in your wife's career? How do you feel about that? And what do you have to say to people that continue with this?
Well, I'll preface this by saying I'm a weirdo. Okay. The Libran in me, looks at things objectively, and I don't take things personally.
Was painful.
All right, so we still got 2 more clips to go, but I want to just stop for a second and get your input. How do you feel? Do you feel like Whoopi, Tyler, Oprah was just looking out for Monique and Sydney? Or do you feel like Monique is right? She got to stick with her husband, if this is her life choice and she wants to, because I think her and Netflix, they still got their thing going on. Now, what I did hear that the court dismissed Netflix because Netflix wanted to throw it out, but the case is not going to be thrown out. So that's good for Monique. That was back in July. I haven't heard much update about it, so we still don't know what's going on. So who are you siding with on this? I need to know. Do y'all agree with Whoopi? Saying Monique, Sydney is really much putting a whole bunch of stuff in your ear that's going to cause your downfall? Or do you side with Monique? Listen, I have to listen to my man. He got the biggest deals for me so far. I'm going to trust in him. I'm going to have faith in my husband. Okay? Comment, let us know. I want to know. She doesn't know private. I don't do Virgos because you can't. None of them care about Monique. Your cousin, we don't want the channel. But they are swingers. Yeah, Christine. Yes, they are stringers. Whatever they are, they got an open relationship. But what does their personal life have to do with their business life? Whatever they do in the bedroom, that's their business. They just put it out for everybody to know. I don't care about that. But we more so is concerned about, does Sydney make a good manager? That's the whole thing is about. Does Sydney make a good manager for Monique? Do you think if Sydney make a good manager for Monique, press 20? Do you think that he sucks being her manager? Press 21. Because that's what the whole thing is. Whoopi, Tyler, all of them feel like Sydney is not a good manager. Monique feel like he is the best manager for her. Do you think Monique is blinded? Is she biased because that's her husband? Comment, let us know. All right. All right. Never been called salt and pepper. So let's continue on.
Is not right is going to embolden the masters to keep you enslaved. So they're two different philosophies. And what Whoopi Goldberg was saying was not inaccurate in reference to the kickback you can get, the negative feedback you can get. And when an individual seems to highlight that she does things from a solo perspective, it may be challenging for her to understand unity in a couple. Is not right is going to embolden the man. Look at the signs. It's the only inanimate object not living and breathing on the astrological chart. So I understand why she was saying it. Much like Fiddler in Roots was talking to Kunta Kinte. And when he bowed down to pray in the way that he used to pray, and he said, boy, you better not let the master catch you praying like that. Mm-hmm. And you ain't gonna mess it up for me, so I'm gonna teach you how to. Lacking in courage is not indicative of one being a bad person. Mm-hmm. Whoopi Goldberg's lack of courage, based upon the things that have happened to her, she was trying to warn Monique that, as she just said, to go against the grain is not going to serve you well. And what Monique is essentially saying is to go along with the grain when, look at the signs, it's the only inanimate object is not right, is going to embolden the masters to keep you enslaved.
All right. So Monique and Sydney, they want to go against the grain. Okay. So all their tough talk is about going against the grain, going against Hollywood, saying, hey, I want a bigger pay. I deserve a bigger pay. You're going to get me a bigger pay. you know? So people in the comment section, they say this. They said, I'm just trying to understand these comments. What has this man done? Or Monique done? Because all I ever seen was her be vocal about the unfairness and the injustice she was facing. Yet, y'all made jokes. Tell her to deal with it. Dump her husband because he gave her the courage to speak up. I'm not understanding. Y'all would rather this legend be discriminated against because, yes, lower pay based on her gender and race is a form of discrimination. So y'all could see her in the movies and TV shows instead of standing behind her back and supporting her because she is right and has provided receipts every time she made a claim. No wonder we haven't progressed far this world. All right. So people are saying, I love Monique, her integrity. One thing about Monique, she ain't leaving her daddy. This ain't the one. They want this woman to leave her husband. Monique, all right, so don't leave your husband. I don't think they want her to leave her husband. They just don't want her husband to be the manager. You get what I'm saying? I don't think Whoopi and them saying, you know what? You need to break up with your boyfriend. They just saying, listen, let's not have your husband to be your manager. Keep him as your husband. Y'all do what y'all do, but you need better management, you know? So I don't know who has managed prior to Monique. Do you guys know? Do you guys know his Sydney history? Have he managed people before? Has he managed entertainers before? What was he doing before he got with Monique? Can you guys please let us know? Please inform us. If he was not with Monique now, what would this man be doing today? Please comment. Please let us know. You know, because all right. So, all right. So let's keep on going. Bam, bam. All right. So this was on the block real quick. So you guys know who these people are. That's Megan and that's Erica Banks. Now you say, who the hell is Erica Banks? Well, Erica Banks. So you know Carl Carford, right? That's that manager man over 1501. It's a record company. Now, Carl Carford, he's a bad shut your mouth. Now, he used to be a big baseball player, right? But he decided he wanted to be a manager in music and he got into music. Now, another fact about him is he used to be married to Evelyn. And not only that, he liked to put the pause on his baby mamas. He was just in the news early this year for putting the pause on his baby mama. He's been obsessive about Megan because Megan is going to leave his company and Megan is complaining about the contract that she got in bed with him with, you know. And the contract was bogus and it was wrong and it was not a pro-black contract. It was not looking out for it was not looking out for black artists. Now, to me, I feel like you cannot be pro-black with messed up contracts for black artists. I want to know what y'all think about that. Can you be pro-black if you upcharging your black customers? If you cheating your black customers? If you're scamming your black customers, you know, if you're not if I go to a black-owned restaurant, I feel like it's pro-black for you guys to have the utmost customer, you know, care, you know, customer service, always keeping your food clean and fresh. Don't half-ass me, man. You know, I feel like that ain't pro-black, you know. If I go to a pro-black restaurant and the attitude is nasty and the food you serving is cold, oh, hell no. You got to do your people right, you know. So I feel the same way about these artists, Puff Daddy, all these black people in business that's giving out these contracts that is really scamming these black artists. I think that's wrong. So anyway, it was a messed up contract. Megan trying to get out. So Megan is on her way out of dealing with this man. So now he gets this other artist, Erica Banks, right? Now her style is very similar to Megan. Some people call her, Megan's son. It's really like you would think if you're going to get another female artist, you're going to want a whole different brand, a whole different train, but no, that ain't it. And honestly, this is what I think they're doing. I think that Carl is trying to set Erica Banks to take shots at Megan so they can start this kind of rivalry. So Erica Banks can ride Megan's train because a lot of things that Megan, she has access to so many places, right? And because she's still in bed with Carl, Carl is getting this privilege. Carl is getting these doors opening and getting places because of Megan. And he's trying to push Erica through these different little holes and places, well, shoot, well, if you want Megan, can Erica do X, Y, and Z? And I think this is all Carl doing. So they had some songs come out that was kind of similar. And as you can see, 1501, that's Carl. He says, let the debates begin. And Erica Banks talking about some yap. Now, ain't nobody even debating. That's the damn funny part. Ain't nobody debating. Ain't nobody talking about these songs. And they were really hoping that they can have a rivalry. They've been wanting a rivalry so they can get Erica more attention. But I think that's horrible. I think it shows Erica's lackluster. Why do you need to ride the coattail of another artist to get some damn attention? Let your light shine by itself. Anything that Megan is doing, any sound, I would not want to be associated with it. I would want my own lane, just like Beyonce and Rihanna, day and night. Beyonce got her own lane. Rihanna, they was, dealing with the same man, but Rihanna's sound was so different, and her sound has always been different, So that's how I see it. Holla back. Who said, okay, I'm looking in the comment section. Who said he was pro-Black? I wish people would research before they speak. Just because the business is Black owned doesn't mean it's pro-Black. Well, people have this idea that in order to be pro-Black, you got to promote or you got to buy Black owned stuff. So if it's a Black owned restaurant, you need to go to that Black owned restaurant. So that's why I said that, but shoot. But let's keep on moving on. All right. So this is NBA YoungBoy, and it started off with Floyd Mayweather. And he's talking. I'll make the screen smaller, and sometimes I got to make the screen smaller so I won't get in no trouble, right? So Floyd Mayweather, he was in this interview, and they were asking him, what's your thoughts on your daughter? His daughter, Yaya Mayweather, the one that loved the Birkins. What's your thoughts of Yaya? And she's 20 years old, I believe, getting pregnant by NBA YoungBoy, which is a famous rapper. And Floyd Mayweather, he ain't no angel. He got a whole bunch of money, but Floyd Mayweather, Yaya father, he just like an NBA YoungBoy. How often he put the paws on these girls, and his hands is lethal, girl. Yeah, his hands is lethal. His hands trained to knock somebody out, okay? Child, he can just look at you stronger. You probably gonna fall on the floor. But he's got them hands, them powerful hands, and putting it on these girls, okay? And he's just disrespectful all around. He just think money is everything. Disgusting. He's a nice person. He seemed like a nice person, but shit, you can still be a whole bunch of things and still be nice at the damn same time. So, NBA YoungBoy, I guess said some disrespectful things to Floyd Mayweather. But shit, I say they the same to me. But let's play.
Better half. But when she was with NBA YoungBoy and he had said her as daddy, that really bothered me. And that frustrated a lot of people.
One thing is this, it has to do with your upbringing.
His upbringing, not hers.
I'm just, anybody. It starts in the home first. So what in her better half?
But when she was with NBA YoungBoy and he had said her as daddy, that really
All right. So the mama got offended when Floyd say it starts with his upbringing. You know, both of them have messed up upbringings if you ask a whole bunch of people. And somebody said Floyd is a billionaire. Girl, do you think I care if he got a billionaire, if he got $2, $5, he can be the richest man in the world. His personality traits, I feel that him and NBA Youngboy have more in common than shit. I think they got more in common. I think Yaya probably seen a lot of her daddy in that rapper man. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So let's go here.
His name, but he asked Mayweather how he feel about Coattail calling him something. I don't know what they was talking about, but he gonna say it starts at home. But when I heard that, I really ain't even pay no attention to it. Like, I ain't even pay no attention to it, because any grown person knows you can raise your children to be the best children they want, but they're gonna say what they want and they're gonna do what they want. So if Coattail wanted to say that he was a that's probably just how Coattail felt at that time. So don't blame me for what Coattail told him. So if he said it, there must be like, I don't like that. Don't talk about me on. Don't put my name in your mouth. You don't know me. You don't know me at all. You see his name, but he asked Mayweather how he feel about Coattail calling him something. I don't know what they was talking about, but he gonna say it starts at home. But when I heard that, I really ain't even pay no attention to it. Like, I ain't even pay no attention to it, because any grown person.
Girl, do she got kids knocking in the back door? You know, do you hear all that knocking? Get your kids in order. But you know what, sister girl? Floyd can't talk about nobody. He got a 19-year-old daughter that's going around here slicing and dicing other people's kids. So please save it for that. And Floyd, you right to be humble, because anybody can turn that question. And I wonder if somebody asked that girl, that Floyd Mayweather daughter, Yaya, was slicing and dicing, and said, listen, what is your thoughts about Yaya and her parents? And somebody would say, I'm sure people say in the comment section already, how, you know, Yaya is a reflection, how she was raised. To start with the upbringing, how Yaya's going out here slicing and dicing girls, being all disrespectful over this man. You know, maybe she's seen how her mother or these girls is crazy over her father, and her father disrespect these girls. She stays seeing her father in and out with multiple women. Is that uplifting Black community? No. Is that showing a good father example when you see your father having all these random women on rotation? No. That shows your father see Black women as, you know, nothing but objects. They still Black women at the end of the day. He still have a choice. Okay? So can't nobody really judge anybody harshly. They all messed up to me. But let's keep on moving on here. Now this is a kicker right. This is a kicker right here. Now this man, I don't know who he is. He's a rapper, somebody. But he said this. He said, y'all ladies out there, y'all need to be give these men more roses if they decide to be faithful to you. He said, if a Black man is being faithful to you, you need to start giving him more accolades, because it's harder for him to be faithful. And he said, for you ladies out there, it's easy for y'all to be faithful. Y'all don't have to worry. Y'all don't have to struggle. But hold on. Let's give a big thank you to Olivia Healing Herbs for donating $25. Thank you so much. Never lose the fan. I love it. Thank you so much, boy. I appreciate it. Please, let's give it up for Olivia. Yes, let's give it up for Olivia. So check this out, because I want to know what you guys think about this. So I'm going to end up doing it like this. I won't get in trouble. Check this out.
Why do you guys do that? Why do y'all wild out even though you love somebody so much?
Because sex isn't connected to love necessarily. So it's like when you're doing that, like, you're not necessarily looking at it as, oh, this has anything, like the two aren't related. You get what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, I'm gonna say this, like, and I'm probably, hey, whatever, here it is. I feel like women should give men that are faithful credit for that. Like women will act like it's the same thing as a woman being faithful. And it's like, it's not the same thing. Like, honestly, it's not. And I just feel like you get a little bit of credit for that. Like, I do.
But look, you know, so wait, let me ask you this though. Since love and sex aren't connected.
No, only reason I say I feel. I'm sorry, you good.
When you're cheating though, you don't think about your girl. Like you don't. It doesn't even.
What?
Like you never feel guilty like while you're doing it. Like
no, I have felt guilty, but it's like it's also like about like, okay, this is the only life that I have to live. Like, am I really gonna like especially when you're in a relationship young, you like, okay, I'm 22.
Why do guys do that? Why do y'all wild out?
What do y'all think about that? Now we do have some more because we're not done yet. But just for a little bit, do you guys agree with what he had to say? He said that you guys should give him more credit when a man is faithful. Comment, let us know. Do you feel like you should give guy that's faithful more of a credit? Do you think that you should baby him and give him kudos for being faithful? Press 5 if you think that, hey, if a man being faithful, we need to raise the roof. We need to really praise him, because he's a man and he's being faithful. Press 5, press 6. If you feel like, you know what, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't get no accolades for doing something that you're supposed to do. When you made this promise before me and God and you said your word, ain't you supposed to be a man? Ain't you supposed to be the man of your word? Ain't you say you keeping it real? So why do you need to get some kudos for keeping it real, which is part of your motto, part of your life slogan? I keeps it real. I'm always real. I'm always honest. I don't got to flex. I don't got to cap. Child, please. He said something else too I wanted to touch on, but I'm going to play it again.
Even though you love somebody so much.
Because sex isn't connected to love necessarily.
All right. So how do you guys feel about that? He says the freaky thing is not connected to love. Is that I feel like, of course, you can do some freaky things to somebody and not be in love with a person. But when you're in a relationship, I would let's just play.
So it's like when you're doing that, like you're not necessarily looking at it as, oh, this has anything, like the two aren't related. You get what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, I'm gonna say this, like, and I'm probably whatever. Here it is. I feel like women should give men that are faithful credit for that. Like women will act like it's the same thing as a woman being faithful. And it's like, it's not the same thing. Like, honestly, it's not. And I just feel like you get a little bit of credit for that. Like, I do.
But look, you know, so wait, let me ask you this though. Since love and sex aren't connected.
No, only reason I say I feel. I'm sorry, you good.
When you're cheating though, you don't think about your girl. Like you don't, it doesn't even.
What?
Like you never feel guilty like while you're doing it. Like
no, I have felt guilty, but it's like it's also like you thinking about like, okay, this is the only life that I have to live. Like, am I really gonna like?
If this the only life you have to live, why be in a relationship? Why drag this girl along and deceive her and act like you really care about her and you're so faithful? No, you need to have more respect for these women. And that's just what it boils down to. He don't have respect for you. And like I was telling you earlier, he know that your selection pool is slim. You ain't gonna look outside the race. And he know he can get away with a whole bunch of shit, and that's just facts on that. But let's go here. Woo! Let's give a big thank you. All right, to Coffee Drinker, donating $10. I appreciate it. Being faithful is an obligation to a relationship. You shouldn't be rewarded for something you naturally should do. Amen to that. Amen to that. Please let his ass know, because he don't know, And also, let's give a big thank you for Aaron donating $2 through our Cash App, Pink Lips 500. Thank you, Aaron. We love you. Aaron and Rachel, can we please give a big thank you guys to Aaron and Rachel for donating $2 through our Cash App. So let's continue to play.
to when I'm in this relationship, like, but I'm 22. Like, I want to experience things, but I also don't want to lose this girl because I love her to death. You know what I mean? And so the two really aren't connected. I'm just trying to live, but at the same time, if I tell you that I want to live, then you're going to leave. So now here comes my selfish side. I'm going to choose to kind of do me, but still try to keep the relationship and try to keep it respectful. And that's why I said, like, once I started feeling like I was getting disrespectful with it was when I left. Because I was like, I never want to be disrespectful with that, even though I know women going to be like, cheating is disrespectful anyway. But yeah, I never want to be.
Did she ever cheat on you?
Not to my knowledge, but I'm the type of nigga, like, I don't ask questions I don't want to know the answers to.
Yeah,
really? Like, to when I'm in this relationship.
All right. So what do you think about that? He said he admitted to he's selfish. He said, I'm selfish. Okay. He said he wanted to string you along because he likes how you treat him. He likes the comfort you bring. He likes all the attention and the accolades that come with you being his girlfriend. He likes that. He loves that. But at the same time, he does not respect you enough to be faithful to you. Because he'll slip around and he'll do some stuff and bring some shit back to you by mistake. Okay? And he said when he started getting real sloppy with him, real disrespectful, that's when his ass leave. Ain't that some shit? Y'all better start picking up the signs. Let me tell you, start going in that cell phone, okay? Listen, start cracking up them passwords because you got to know who you're dealing with. Now, he just said he likes to manipulate and he lie and he's going to pull you along and you ain't going to even know until he's just really wilding out after he done had 50 bodies out here. Then that's when he going to leave. After he done gave your ass some shit, okay? Then that's when he gonna leave. But while he's creeping and he's dealing with Monique on Monday, he's dealing with Cheryl on Saturday, and he just see, well, that's just 2 a week. You know, he don't see nothing wrong with that because he's getting off with them on his lunch break, girl. Yeah, on his lunch break, okay? Uh-huh. And probably buying, give her $50 here to get her nails done or some shit. But he don't see it as much, But when he really going out and he doing all these group stuff and he's like, nah, they don't care. They don't care about you. People can be so wicked. I'm looking in the comment section right now. Facts. That's when he gonna leave. Hell, 50 bodies. Yeah, 50 golden blessed. Let me tell you. Okay, look at it. Look how often they go to the clubs. Now, you think they just going to the club? No, they have motives to go to the club and get their hookup on. And they go to the clubs all times of the weeks and the days. And then on their lunch break, girl, you think they just doing stuff on their lunch break and they just being a good boy? Girl, please. When they cheat on their lunch breaks. They cheat when they going to the gym. When they say, I'm going to the gym. They cheat when they going to their homie's house. They going watch the sports or watching basketball or watching football. Yeah. Listen, they will find any time to squeeze in and for a good 5, 15, 20 minutes, And that's if they just hit it, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But some of them, they have a whole other relationships, with different people. But of course, like you said, he ain't gonna tell you. He gonna string your ass around. So we ain't even done yet.
Means wife cheating on him when
King,
they were dating back in the day.
Do you want to have these conversations, King?
Nah, we don't.
Right.
He's talking about me being personal.
But what you said is true, right?
This guy crazy. I don't know.
What you said is true because, like, I haven't cheated since October 2016.
That's fine.
And that shit feel like being sober. Like literally,
Bro,
I write that down like in my mindfulness.
And I
goals.
feel like, and the reason why I say this because I feel like if women gave men credit for that, then men would appreciate it and it would encourage them to not do it more. It's almost like it's just like nigga, okay, and you was being faithful, you supposed to do that. It's like it is a difference, and it's just not the same thing.
I feel like it just doesn't come up if your man is.
All it means wife cheating on him.
All right, he said it's the difference, how would he know, So let's keep on going here. What do y'all think about this? credit for something you already should be doing sounds silly. I agree. Both sides should though, because I'm tired of these men not knowing it's a privilege not to get cheated on. At this point, I'm tired of cheating though. Give credit for something you should be already doing. Credit for something. He sounds silly. Why don't he just be single? Can you ask me why don't he just be single? I think he don't want to be single because he loves the attachment and relationships, you know. These girls, well, shit, not these girls are different now, you know, because a lot of Black girls are dating guys that don't, you know, they the ones that's buying the PlayStations. They the ones that's buying the man's shoes. They the one that's paying his bills. They the one that's paying his phone bills. They the one that's turning his phone on. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys are getting a lot of benefit in relationships nowadays. They get the food. They get a place to stay. Listen, and that's crazy, right? They'll live up with you. The girls be paying for their phone. The girls will co-sign to get the man a car, okay? She'll cook for him. He don't even have a good job. And do you know she would do all that and his ass would still cheat on her? Multiple times, not just one. Lord have mercy. You doing all that and he's still cheating on you. Girl, I've seen it happen so many times. This was on the Shade Room. They said men should be on birth control instead of women. A lot of people agree. Comment, let us know. Little Little DeVoe, I think he's a comedy man. He says make them chewable and he'll buy them by the pack. Okay. So why men don't cheat with bras to have money? Their phones, the newest pair of Jordans. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. All right. So what y'all think? People are saying I swear. Marlo said it's 100. All right. So this was just an interesting little post. But comment, what do you guys think about that? And for you guys that missed Keke, this is Keke. All right. She's showing off her new boo. That's Keke Palmer. Get a better picture. They say they've been boyfriend and girlfriend for like over a year now. They're happily in this relationship. You know, this is a big step for her to come out with them. So I'm looking in the comment section. I grew up in an African household, and this whole cheating thing is a huge no-no. My father would take me out of here if I treat a woman badly. Well, can you please tell it to the African American in the American community? Because the American community, they think that everybody is cheating. You know, they're so conditioned not to be faithful and not to be honorable. But I'm like, these, you know, he said in the comment section, in certain cultures, men do not cheat. It's a big no-no for these men to cheat in different cultures. So it can be done. And you can be celibate. Like I was telling y'all before, you got monks. Did you know the monks, they're not doing the do. They're not even thinking about, and they're programming their mind not even to be lusting like that, you know, and same for the nuns. They not doing the do. They ain't thinking about doing. It ain't nothing wrong with doing the do. But it's just, if you're going to commit to somebody, why drag them along if you know you're not ready for commitment? Just live a single life and just be happy with a single life, you know? Or just tell a person, hey, I prefer being in an open relationship. And why? We don't want people to get hurt. You know, when you miss somebody's trust and you hurt somebody, you mislead that person on, that can destroy a part of who they are for the rest of their life. That can tear their soul out. You don't know how that can affect that person. Okay. You don't know the relationship they have as a childhood, how, it brings Black neglect or disappointments. It's just not good, and it's very selfish for you to do that to somebody. So they can give me in birth control. I don't like cheating. Well, this is all I got, y'all. Like I said, I tried to stretch this tea out. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great morning, great night, great whatever. It's November the 1st, and like I said, next week, can you imagine? In 7 days, we will know who's going to be President 46. Woo! Next week, it's going to be hot. This Tuesday, what is it? Today's Sunday, right? If today's Sunday, then tomorrow, Monday is the 2nd, Tuesday is the 3rd. And I know the polls end on Tuesday on the 3rd. Oh my goodness. This week, y'all, this week is going to be history. Do y'all understand what's going on here in America? This week is going to go down in history. You guys are living history right now. They're going to read about this week in the books. So be careful. Now, people are saying that Rona is spiking up. So you may want to go get you some tissue, get you some water, get you some Cheez-Its, get you some snacks, and sit your butt down somewhere. Or you don't have to be going in and out. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to the grocery store either tomorrow or later today. I'm not about to get caught up in this foolishness, because whoever get President 46, trust me, it's going to be a whole bunch of foolishness out here, because people going to be hurt and they're going to be mad. I'm not about to run them into the traffic, because they get you on the freeway. Can you imagine you on a freeway and you get boxed in with all them peoples? Girl, my anxiety's so damn bad. No, we won't, because they're going to drag this out. 45 already told y'all he's not leaving no matter what they... Child. Woo! That girl 40, we may have to take a trip over to D.C., We may have to drag his ass out our damn stuff, you know what I mean? Time for a good... Oh, that's another thing. Are you guys going to go shopping this year? I know most of you guys probably not. Are you guys going to be looking? Well, you know what? You can shop online. I don't know about you guys, but let me tell you. Couple of days ago, 5-6 days ago, was my first time shopping Instacart. When I tell you, I love shopping Instacart. I don't want to go to Kroger's no more. I don't want to go to a Publix no more, because I can go to every aisle on my cell phone. I don't got to look for nothing. It was definitely an experience, to go on your cell phone and go to the supermarket on your cell phone and select how many items you want and the quantity, and then have somebody to deliver your groceries to you. I've never experienced that before in my life. And it was a great experience, because you know how you be walking the aisles, I'd be forgetting. I'm like, damn, where the mustard at? Where is this at? Where is that at? But on the cell phone, that what it called? Instacart. Girl, download that Instacart, especially during this Rona, because you don't want to get caught up in that foolishness. I love me that Instacart. So I won't be shopping. And especially if you want to get a whole bunch of waters, you can get tissue. Just go to that Instacart, because you don't have to worry about carrying all that water, especially if you don't got nobody to carry it for you. If you order from Instacart, they're going to put that water up to your front door. You know, that's a good plus, you know. I got food delivered for 3 months. I know that's right. I know that's right. Target ships me spoil. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do Black Friday, you know. Are they gonna do some good deals? I doubt if they do good deals on Walmart, but you guys can still buy online. So that'd be interesting to see. And I don't know, sometimes I don't even buy anything, but does it make you feel good just to shop? Like, I just like window shopping. I don't know. I just like window shopping. Sometimes I just like going to the beauty supply store, and I'm not going to buy nothing, but I just like looking. And it make me feel at home sometimes when I just go window shopping, honestly. It can just be clothes or wigs or whatever. I don't plan on buying nothing, but I just want to see what's new out there. It just makes me feel good. Even if I'm just window shopping online to the stores and I'm just looking to see what's new. So hold on. Let's give a big thank you to the mommy for donating $5. Gigi 45, not leaving peacefully. I'm gonna call Pookie in now, and he gonna get out the White House, grab that girl 40, and we rolling. All right. I hope he leave peacefully, but you guys say he's not. Whew. I hope. Well, I better go grab me some grapes, you know, and just sit this one out. I window shop just like you. Oh, come on, we got window shoppers in the house. Where you from? It does relax you and help you feel something. He's not going down without Happy Earth Day. All right, somebody birthday is today.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. What state is Gigi in? Georgia. I'm in the state of Georgia right now. But I'm from Michigan. But yep. Oh, let me tell you guys. Listen, if you guys are looking for a TV show to watch on Netflix, I just got finished binge watching Grand Army. When I tell you that Grand Army, at the end of the episode, you know, the last episode, I wanted more. I wanted more. So if you guys are looking for a good TV show to binge watch, Grand Army is really good. It's really good. It's on Netflix. It's new. Have y'all seen Grand Army? Have y'all watched it? I love shopping, but when you low on money, it's when they have everything in stores. Now I can't stay offline. I know that's right. It don't matter what president we have, they just gonna keep on. Let's hope not. Do your research. Keke, be happy. All right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. DJ, please pump that beat.